Welcome to our channel. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and we specifically have a story that will astonish even the most seasoned numismatists. Imagine holding a penny worth 1 cent, but not just any penny. We are talking about the exceptional 1981 1-cent coin that has garnered immense interest and a staggering valuation reaching up to $288 million, a figure that dwarfs its face value by an astronomical margin. How can a simple coin, initially intended for circulation, skyrocket to such a remarkable worth? The answer lies in a series of errors and unique characteristics that make this particular coin a treasure among collectibles, something that sends collectors and investors into a frenzy seeking to find such illustrious pieces hidden in circulation or purchasing them at auction. As we uncover the details of this coin's incredible journey, we will explore the errors that add significant value, including rare mint mark errors, production defects, and the stories that surround these fascinating anomalies that elevate the simple penny to a status worthy of such a lofty price tag. Minting coins is an incredibly intricate process that demands precision, and throughout history, we've seen examples of how a slight mistake can lead to extraordinary outcomes, driving prices to previously unimaginable heights. In the case of the 1981 1-cent coin, a few interesting errors produced some pieces that are not just collectibles but legends in their own right. The first thing to understand is that coins are often evaluated based on their rarity and the demand from collectors. Most coins' mintage figures fall in a range that does not attract massive attention, but when an error occurs, it creates a scenario where the rarity shoots up significantly. Imagine finding a 1-cent coin initially minted in the early 1980s, a decade characterized by the complexities of a busy minting operation filled with machinery that could sometimes falter in its precision. This brings us to the specific minting issues that produced notable variations in the 1981 pennies. One of the most talked about phenomena is the alleged double die error. A double die error happens when a coin is struck more than once, causing the image on the coin to become distorted or duplicated. If you were to locate one of these elusive double die errors on the 1981 1-cent coin, you would not be just holding a simple penny, you would be holding a piece of history with a potentially staggering price tag attached to it. Collectors often seek coins with rare characteristics, and double die varieties fall into this category, spurring competitive bidding and auctions, driving prices up due to the fierce competition among collectors eager to add rare pieces to their collections. Additionally, we must consider the mint mark errors associated with this particular coin. Mint marks are letters that denote the location of the mint where the coin was produced. A normal 1981 penny will generally bear the D mint mark for the Denver Mint or the P for the Philadelphia Mint. However, if one were to examine a 1981 penny and find a mint mark where it should not be, or miss a mint mark entirely, this would increase its value exponentially. For instance, a coin that is meant to be a standard issue might emerge without any mark, confusing the collectors and making those particular coins rarer and thus more desirable. The thrill of hunting for such mint mark errors is what adds spice to the world of numismatics, as every penny can potentially hold significant value or significance that isn't immediately apparent to the average person. Furthermore, we have the uniqueness of production defects that can inadvertently lead to a coin's immense valuation. Let's think about the concept of wrong planchet issues, where a penny is struck on a foreign planchet or another type of metal, leading to a curious collectible that piques the interest of every serious collector. Imagine the excitement if you stumbled upon a 1981 penny struck on a planchet intended for a different denomination. The contrast in weight and feel would present a curiosity, and the rarity and production challenges would elevate its demand. Even the slightest variations in diameter, thickness, and appearance can transform an ordinary coin into a prized possession worth thousands, if not millions. It's this delightful surprise that keeps collectors on their toes, perusing through their change and examining each penny as if it could be the next big discovery. The combination of these minting errors, production hiccups, and the sheer improbability of their occurrence is what has established the 1981 1-cent coin as a standout collectible. With stories circulating about coins that have sold for astronomical prices at auctions, collectors have become more astute in their searches, investing time and resources to discover such influential coins. The modern-day treasure hunt for these extraordinary pieces fosters a sense of community among collectors, creating camaraderie as they share knowledge, insights, and rare finds. As the market for rare coins continues to evolve, collectors can bolster their collections not just through sheer luck, but also by understanding the intricacies of minting processes and the phenomena associated with specific years and mints. The value of a coin is not merely embedded in its material worth, but also in the stories it tells, the mysteries it holds, and the connection it fosters between generations of collectors. Each individual who seeks out coins like the 1981 penny does not merely chase monetary gain, they delve into an age-old hobby that encapsulates the thrill of discovery, the joy of history, and the potential for significant financial return, continually unearthing stories that connect past and present in a world where rarity becomes treasure. If we take a moment to consider the depth behind such a seemingly mundane object as a 1-cent coin, it becomes evident how these small pieces of metal can influence not only individual collectors' lives but also how they can take on monumental significance in broader economic and historical contexts. With our exploration today, we hope you realize that even the simplest objects can resonate with profound value. Before you part with your spare change, take a closer look, because you may be sitting on a small fortune hidden in plain sight waiting to be discovered. It's a whimsical thought that our everyday encounters can hold such significance financially, as well as historically. If those very pennies could only speak, what incredible stories they would tell. Thanks for joining us on this exploration into the remarkable value of the 1981 1-cent coin, and remember to subscribe and stay tuned for more intriguing stories from the realm of coin collecting and beyond.